Hi everyone, this is Gian and I am live. Today's topic is karma. Karma is something that a lot of people believe in. And not only do we believe in karma, but we actually hope for it. We actually wish for it. We actually want it to exist and happen. Now, karma in essence is where someone does something and then whatever they did comes back to them. So let's say someone does something bad, right? They steal from someone, or they rob someone, or they beat someone. Then the idea of karma is that it will come back to that person. So it's payback time. It's eye for an eye. Now, karma also has a long-term thing. So if you look at this life and your next life, so if you believe in reincarnation, if you believe that if you die, you get born again, that when you get born again, you will be living in uh, a new life, but your karma from your previous life will be given to you over in this new life. So that means your everything you did in your old life, right, comes back to you in your new life, and your new life is basically again just you reliving your old life, but this time things are happening to you. So people will, for example, say, "Oh, you have bad luck. That's because probably you were doing bad stuff in your previous life." You know, so the point I'm getting at of karma is a more self-honest point that I would like to bring up today, a different perspective for everyone to look at karma in a way that comes to a solution. Now, for this to happen, I need to open up a few points that we need to consider when we look at karma. It seems that karma mostly functions on negativity. The reason I say this is if we look at the state of the world, the planet, if we look at the world as the system, Earth as the planet, everything is moving towards a negative state always. If you look at the poverty, if you look at famine, if you look at war, if you look at the environment that is being destroyed, everything seems to take a negative toll. This means if we believe in karma and if karma is real, then everything is only always negative. So no matter how much good we try to do, it seems like only the negative stuff will get carried over into karma where you will get back what you've given out as negative. And I'm bringing this up specifically because that's always what karma is focused on. We always say, "Oh, you're gonna get back what you're giving out" when we do negative stuff. But never do we hear from people saying, "You're gonna have such a wonderful life in your next life because of the good person you are." You know, if you do 20 good things and one bad thing, it's usually that bad thing that everyone focuses on. And it seems that karma is the same. Karma seems to focus on that one bad thing that you did, but never on the 50, 20 million good things you did. And now karma is going to punish you in your next life or in this life for that one thing you did, and it's going to make you pay back for that one thing you did. And therefore, we have an accumulation in karma where everything ends up being negative because the millions of good things we did never gets carried over with karma. That's what it seems like. That's what it feels like. That's what it looks like in this world and on an individual level for each person, and especially people that I meet, that I see, people in poverty. So we must ask ourselves when a child is starving to death, who's going to pay for that? Because a child that is innocent, born into this world, dying of starvation or being raped or molested or being harmed and abused, who's going to pay for that? Because the system that is in place in this world is a system that we all are accepting and allowing to exist, where children can starve to death and aren't born with equality, equal rights, equal basic needs met. So that means the whole world needs to pay for that one child dying of starvation, because the whole world, which is the people, the adults that is running the system, keeping the system alive, are the ones that is killing that child. And unless we change the system to where there is no more starving children or rape of children or babies, or where there is people being abused and harmed, that is innocent and defenseless in this world, like animals, then that means the people that can defend and can change the system are the ones going to pay for it. So that means the world is literally just accumulating negative, 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 negative. So karma is never ever going to end. Karma is going to constantly continue until this world is basically destroyed, if we are looking at karma in a practical, commonsensical way. So that means karma, in the end, is the ultimate negative thing, because there's no forgiveness. There is no self-forgiveness. There is no positive transfer of karma. You know, if you look at 30,000 children dying every day under the age of 5 of malnutrition, who's paying for that? Who's going to get the karma back for that? You know, it can't be the parents because they're already in poverty. It should probably be the elite, which is us, with money, with voting power, with actual power in this world to direct things. So even if you're the best person in this world, because a child is dying of starvation and you are not changing this world to where there is no children dying of starvation, your next life or in this life, karma is going to give you back only negative stuff, because that one child died under your authority, under your supervision as a planet. Because remember, karma doesn't look at everything as individuals. Karma looks at everything as one entity. The earth is one entity. Everyone on it is one entity moving as one. We are one. We are united. We are one species. We are one planet. We have one environment, one habitat. That's how karma looks at everything. Karma doesn't just look at individual things, because karma doesn't have time for that. Now, karma, in the ultimate sense, is currently being used by people in a spiteful manner as well. And that's where the problem comes in. When we speak the words of wanting to be spiteful towards another being, or when we want to harm another being for something they did, then we are evil in that moment. Therefore, yes, that other person might get karma back, but because of your evil act in the moment of wishing karma upon someone else to get back what they did to you, you are now going to get karma back where someone else wishes something bad upon you. And therefore, karma is going to be a never-ending story, and it's always going to end up negative. So we have to take the bigger picture and the individual picture all together into one picture, so we can see what are we accepting and allowing by motivating, believing, and keeping karma intact. When are we going to forgive ourselves and forgive others so that there's a clean slate of no more karma? Now, if we take some textures from old books, then we can see it says that the sins of the fathers will be visited upon the children in 7 generations. All right? Now, that's karma in a way. So that even means that you might not even pay for your karma, but your children will, who are innocent of your acts. So again, is karma a good thing? Do we like karma? Why do we like karma? I'm bringing up all these perspectives and questions because we have to look at karma in a different way, in a realistic way, in a way that, is this something that should exist? Should karma exist? Karma really doesn't sound like a good thing to me. Even if someone does something very, very bad that I believe is unforgivable, if I wish upon that person to get back what they have just done to me, then I am in that act already evil myself, and therefore I already am now going to have to receive back karma where someone wishes that upon me if I do something very, very evil, either this lifetime or the next. And therefore you have a continuous cycle, always cycling, negativity, never ever positive. Now here in positive, I'm talking about what is best for all life. What is best for all life? This is where I'm going to give you my perspective. If we want to change this world, if we want to change human nature, if we want to change all relationships currently that exist on this planet, then we need to forgive ourselves and each other. And we need to let go of karma. We need to forgive karma. Because that's the only way a literal new slate, clean slate, can come forth where there's no karma involved, where there's no transfer involved of interest. And as within, so without. We have created a system of karma in which we live that is manifested as this world system, as capitalistic system. We have debt, we have currencies, we have bonds, we have mortgages. Sorry, I can't say that word properly. You know, we have everything that becomes karma. Everything that we live in is karma. It's like if you spend money you don't have, karma is gonna come and bite you in the ass with interest, isn't it? You know, so we literally, if we believe in karma, if we believe in how karma should work and how it is working, and especially with our intentions of karma must be negative, it must be, you know, an eye for an eye, it must be something that is always getting back at someone, being spiteful at someone, then we're going to keep living in a system where we are being spiteful towards ourselves, where we are not forgiving towards ourselves, and therefore we're never opening up the doors for, if we by mistake do something, to be forgiven and to be given a new clean slate. Instead of living in a monstrous cesspool of karma, always keeping people bound or a bondage to the past, instead of moving forward into a new. And that's the most difficult part, I believe, that we all face inside of ourselves, is to truly give someone a clean slate regardless of what they did, and to not wish karma upon them in a negative way, not even positive. We don't want to create a polarity either. We want to create a way where each person must forgive themselves and become their utmost potential, become the change that they can be in this world, so that we can start new, so that when our children are born, when our children enter this world, they're not entering our karma, they're not entering our consequences, our actions. They are entering a new world, literally, where they can create and express themselves without the sins of the fathers that is following them all the time. So that is my perspective on karma and my video on karma, and I hope that this has stimulated some new perspectives, that has given some new insight to whoever's watching. And thank you for watching. Until next time, take care, and please leave comments and let's get talking. If you have your own perspectives, please share them. Thank you very much. Kiana out.